Alright, the recording is now up, which means this is your host, Kazar Raspel, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I don't remember the order, whatever. I'm joined today with the Tricksters of the Trade. In the last episode, for those of you who need a recap, we have started the fourth and originally final case of the game. There is now a fifth case, which is called Rise from the Ashes, but that was an add-on case that we'll be doing after this one. We might be finishing the fourth case today. That would be really impressive if we did that. But we'll have to get our act together, get some law done, and figure out all the twists and turns along the way. I believe we were about to start a trial, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, before we get started, we're already started. Anyone got something to say?
Q died. He died.
Come back. Come back.
You died
You
for a
died.
bit there.
You
Cool.
died for a second.
It's not a stream unless something goes wrong.
Not a stream.
It's not a stream.
Okay, it seems to be working for now, though.
Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Brad loves this role. He doesn't have to say much.
He's taking a nap.
Who is the judge here, anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statements. Oh.
Objection! Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Order. Order. Mr. Von Karma, what's the meaning of your statement just now?
Objection! Bah! Must you question everything?
He's the
Yes.
judge.
It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
Call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner. He's so decisive.
Witness, state your profession.
Hang on, let me get the accent correct. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Red Noodle at Gold Lake. And also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Up? Yeah, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Objection! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright.
You have to!
That's your job.
I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right.
Just let me
The
win.
witness will say his name.
Well, I'm not really sure.
I don't know
Yeah.
my name.
What do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
Honestly, if someone was not able to remember their own name, I don't believe we should make them a witness in the court of law.
No.
He also can't stay awake.
Also Plasma.
Oh, right. I don't know why I thought it was that guy because it was on him.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
Maybe he's sleep talking. Okay, anyways.
He's projecting his voice through his mind.
Through the
Through his
snot
parrot.
Yeah.
Through a snot bubble and the parrot. Telepathically
Okay.
through the snot bubble to the parrot. You can't recall anything you say. Brad.
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? The dialogue was lagging for me a bit there, so that's why I read it weird.
It was the night, the 24th. Just after midnight, I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang.
How did he make that noise?
Then I heard a bang!
The power of his voice.
It's the bird.
He is the bird. He fits places. Then I looked out the window. I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination.
Objection. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony.
There's a lot to question.
I'm about to put this man in an old folks' home.
Here
Which
go.
man?
No need for cross-examination.
Literally everyone here except Phoenix belongs in an old person home.
Oh my goodness.
Besides, there are
Also,
only 10
Edward.
seconds left before our 3 minutes are up.
What was that, Isaac?
Edward's in the courtroom too. He's not old.
He's got gray hair. They'll take him.
Old by proxy.
Oh my goodness.
Judge, your verdict, now!
No.
Yes. Mr. Wright?
Don't cross-examine.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Alright, first I thought you were saying that to Slurp, but it was actually just Phoenix saying it.
Look, I share brain cell with Phoenix often.
Very well, you may begin.
Probably.
How
Should
dare
have
he
been in
do
old
his
folks' home
job?
sooner.
Mr. Von Karma, do you need a hospital?
3 minutes just passed!
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. Let me cross-examine the witness. Please hurry, Bright,
He was
before...
Get a date. That's why he needed 3
He was-
minutes.
He's
Mr.
a
Bright, please hurry
speedrunner.
before he goes crazy.
Ghoster's defense
Speedrunning
lawyer
this
and his
case.
free will.
All right, did anyone notice anything, or should we try just pressing everything?
I
He
did
didn't
notice
say what
he was.
man walked by.
Yeah, he was
just
very
said a
vague.
man.
Do we know how many shots were taken?
2.
Only one's in the body.
That's right. So maybe push about the first one.
But we do
Oh,
know
wait a
that
second.
2 gunshots were fired.
Okay, never mind.
That's true.
Was it one or two out the gun?
What about it? Oh yeah, 3 were fired total.
Oh, 3 times. Yep, okay.
But there's no statement like the gun was only fired twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just press
Press
then.
the... Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'll just start from the beginning then. Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Objection! I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it. Clearly I did, yep.
You see? Continue.
Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for court of law!
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, it's Polly's parrot.
Parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
I missed.
Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop.
The judge got interrupted when he was just like, Keith?
Okay, Keith.
Witness, please continue.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
It's not bubble. From the lake, I figure. Where else?
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good. Continue.
Boat floating on the lake? Was there someone
Oh.
in the boat?
It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep, at the time, that is.
At the time. Okay, we'll come back
Yeah,
to
because
that
it was
later,
foggy
probably.
that night.
I can't believe you couldn't press him further on that.
Yeah, I know, right? So you heard 2 gunshots total?
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
More like 2 weeks ago.
Well, Phoenix Wright time. By your window?
Yeah, by my window. Right outside the window, by my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog is pretty darn thick. He was right there, in front of me, I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Just.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Are you sure? Music stopped. Uh-oh. Dad!
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he was dead, as he was walking by too.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles?
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It wasn't just me.
Oh, sorry.
We're waiting.
Yeah,
A judge.
it
It's
froze
frozen on
for
the
a second.
judge.
Sorry.
Frozen on the. Oh wait, no, it's just an ellipses. Never mind.
It
He's
did
blinking.
show the defendant falling over those, saying he said it for sure.
Okay.
It sounds like the test of it, but it's a deed. See no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for No, he wanted
He
you
did not.
to just do nothing and just get the
Yeah.
guilty verdict right there.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here.
Weren't you ejected from the court due to contempt yesterday?
That was
thought that
yesterday.
no
This
one-
is today.
How
Yeah.
long to tempt the next day?
Also, that was 2 weeks ago.
Isaac.
I forgot. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Objection! Your Honor! We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Objection. Mr. Wright. Are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired.
And then not the second time.
And then just
You're
just
ignoring the
back
truth
on.
of the matter and then just put his right hand on the gun like an idiot. Everything in the witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I object to you thinking! Your Honor! This witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie,
Objection. Mr. Wright. In a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you've yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
no, show us the truth.
Why is the burden of proof on the me?
Yeah, it's always on me. Ark.
Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Ask the bird. Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please.
We need to phone a friend.
We need a better lawyer in here, stat. We need your help. Nick needs you.
Way to have faith in me.
3 minutes was perhaps too high of an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Jesus.
That's an Academy record.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand.
Oh yeah, he's still on the
Oh,
ground.
he's sleeping.
Just like
he
pulled
should
out.
let stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds that the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
No!
Dang.
Who was that just now?
Huh? What? Larry!
God, gotta get that guy on the way. He's at least what I expected.
What are you doing here?
What the hell?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there at the park. I'm doing the Irish accent again. The night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remember what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order.
Bread.
Oh, sorry. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
My chat's asking if Larry's standing on top of the defendant from before.
I hope so.
He just fell over. He just came in and stood on him.
Yeah.
I think he was just in the gallery, in the stand.
Nah, the bailiff drug him away.
Yeah, I did a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify, let me testify.
Testify, testify.
Order. Order.
Luna says the gavel was struck. Isn't that the end of the court hearing? Welcome to Phoenix Wright. It's not
Well, this is
over
the
until
first
it's
time.
over, and then after that, it's probably not over.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first time something like something. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. He's already sentenced. It can't get worse.
You're at rock bottom. You can't get much lower.
We can
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. Doesn't get any worse.
Those were my internal thoughts. How are you responding to those? You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Red.
Brilliant.
Alright, damn it, I keep getting distracted. Sorry. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Both Edgeworth and Larry get guilty verdicts. You know, that's a net positive.
Oh my goodness.
Let me just speak my opinion. You know,
I love
court proceedings-
that the judge is asking us to allow him to speak in his courtroom.
Yeah. We'll blame Von Karma for that.
It is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict.
In Japan?
In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Can you do that?
I'm guilty.
It's like guilty. You know, second thought, withdrawn.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess.
Yeah, let's see you, intimidate Larry into withholding information in 5 minutes.
Getting a false statement.
You might have Edgeworth talk to him about that. He's pretty good at that.
Get shot out of the courtroom.
The judge is actually doing his job and standing up to Von Karma.
After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Woo! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that. You know, the edge of your seat. Edgeworth.
Ooh. Ooh.
I've seen worse.
You have? Yeah, right. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night?
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something, right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? What's wrong? He's about to be declared guilty.
It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
Thank God he didn't pick it up with his other hand.
I see.
Right?
That's my name.
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma's only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials.
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? Swiss cheese.
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes! 15! Everything's on Larry now. Oh God, everything's on Larry.
This can only go well. Smile.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th, not Christmas.
Right, give it to me.
Please, Larry. Don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
No, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quickly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake. I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Larry.
So Larry robbed a boat, technically.
He is going to get a
That was
guilty
an unusually
verdict.
vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry! I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
I don't know, we can leave.
That's what I did last time.
That's true. Okay, the obvious one. Did anyone else catch it?
A single gunshot?
He looks pretty nervous about that.
Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. The old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you even paying attention at all to what they said?
Nick, please.
Huh?
You know something's been bothering me. Oh, wait to see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff.
Oh my god.
Judge.
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Eh?
Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well... I might have missed the other gunshot.
I will freaking strangle you.
I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude! With my headphones.
What?
And stop that booing.
Okay.
They're booing Larry. Mr. Butts,
I would have loved to
Yes, sir,
have the judge even said, especially from you, Phoenix.
you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah? So what, that a crime?
You don't want to know,
Listen, I
Larry.
listen to my radio. I can listen to the radio. What's the big deal?
Actually, this time Larry's right. That's not a crime to listen to your radio.
Crime, how dare
Yet.
they? Propaganda.
Yet.
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion.
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony?
Yes! Your Honor, please allow this beautiful man of a witness to continue his testimony.
A little strong on that one.
Look!
Bah,
I have to fake it till we make it!
bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony. Be sure to include the details, like your radio.
There's not an important piece of evidence at all. Hey, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
Only being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to the request show on the radio, see? Just listening to it, real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remembered exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Kids these days!
Yeah, what's the big problem? Could a man listen to his radio in peace? Is this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from a radio.
True enough. It's difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me. DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What did she say? Wow, this is doing...
Did I say the gender?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good knowing what the radio DJ said to us?
Might have been announcing a sale.
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. Well, other question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care! We should care, Your Honor! Of course we should! It is our duty!
We scare because we care.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask?
Fine. Very well. Mr. Buds, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
But she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot."
Oh?
Gasp.
And thus the meme begins.
Yep. The thing Isaac's been saying this whole time without waiting for it. Do you guys think I should do this one, which is afterwards?
What else have you got?
This empty lake at 11:50, but that's not contradictory. Two gunshots after midnight.
Yeah, that one I reckon.
There we go.
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct, you beautiful man?
Huh? What's in the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I'm not scared that easily.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Yeah! Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas! Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve!
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard the gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
Oh no,
Imposter.
it's cute. Oh, okay, it's fine.
Sir? You sound far away from the mic.
Am I?
Oh, no, I seem to be dropping frames, that's all.
Yeah.
Internet go kaput. Again.
Yay!
Internet going crazy.
Yay, love internet issues. Let's go.
They're my favorite.
Favorite sauce.
Like, I'm still connected
Also
to you
good tech.
guys barely, but it's not... Yeah, I know.
Better internet, jeez. Recording's still up, so
Yeah.
hello
like-
YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know the Slurp changed his outfit to Larry.
Hello, my home slice bread slices. Oh, it was
Hi.
Stand.
Alright, it seems to be working now. Can people see us out there?
From the gallery. It appears your
Yeah, you're
stream
up
is back.
again.
Okay, we're up again.
I like the idea that the chat is the gallery.
Yeah.
They are streaming things like from the gallery.
So that means Isaac called them out earlier.
Yep.
Everyone was booing.
Instead of the gallery,
Whoa,
we
Mr.
just
Wright.
called him chat. Isaac.
Go judge.
I did read it.
Oh,
So did I
Alright.
pick it up?
no, it did not pick it up.
Did I not get picked up? Oh, okay, I'll do it again.
Well, Mr. Wright. What do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
I believe that this impossibly beautiful man is right. Larry's not mistaken,
Right,
Your
you're
Honor.
laying it way too thick.
He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim?
So much evidence.
Show me the evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Why don't you show us the
My
evidence?
lawyer badge.
Look at this photograph. Damn it, I didn't say it. I'm doing it anyway. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh?
Oh.
But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Loud noises!
Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that this is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she had the gunshot after midnight. You're claiming she was mistaken.
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them.
What would this be?
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Dang it, Maya, why'd you have to prove that?
I'm sorry.
My nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
You can still sneeze even if your nose wasn't clear, Larry.
You have no proof.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
This picture of this lady I found.
Gun.
Yeah, the gun.
The gun?
The bird. The bird. It has to be the bird.
Because it was
I think it's
fired
the
3
bird.
times.
The bird was fired.
They fired the bird. No.
Oh no.
If it is the gun, I can't believe it's taken this long to show up. That they've been talking about there's been 2 gunshots this whole time, and the gun clearly says 3 bullets.
That's Phoenix Wright for you.
This is my evidence!
Oh! It's
Paul, you're
pointing at him.
correct.
No! Don't look down the barrel!
Murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth! That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Not Christmas.
Order. It wouldn't make sense of the evidence we've seen so far.
You're right, the music didn't stop for that one. That was weird.
However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Did nobody think to ask Edgeworth?
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Oh, I better think of something quick. Make some up. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes?
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it!
The gun? Yes, put it down. Huh?
I'll kill Von Karma! Wait, remember the case with the
Please.
Steel Samurai?
Yeah, of course, I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yeah?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
You should probably straighten your back while you're running.
No, I'm going to
I mean,
take
is
this
this
gun and
safe?
run.
Gun safety, please. Is
Safe?
it safe?
We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing left to lose.
I mean, I guess we are skipping a step if we don't take him to the old folks' home, but we just take him right to the graveyard. But really, Phoenix, time
Pull
and
the
place.
safety. We have nothing left to lose.
The definition of freedom.
You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor!
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case!
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
I don't know!
Tisk. So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer there than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting!
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat.
He didn't say I could exhale. Can I breathe?
Yes, breathe. When I said breathe, I didn't mean fall in the lake.
There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake.
Can't exhale if you're in the lake. If you're
The
not inhale, it's the
distance
same thing.
of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Oh, we have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. Didn't realize that was the judge speaking. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. We've been over this. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. It's not that I believe it. It's that this has to be right.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad?
Angie.
Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch that night Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright? Tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Wright. It's I don't know.
You don't know?
Brit.
Oh,
Brian.
sorry. Bah! Again you waste my time!
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man! At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Like here. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that this boat shop was the scene of the crime?
What's up, Isaac?
Oh, Max posted some art.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
I'll see you later. Recall that beautiful man's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something.
Man, boats can't go diagonal, apparently.
He finds it and
Boats can't go
returns the
diagonal.
boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
Boat shop. Mr. Wright. What happened that night on Golden Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Oh boy, I get to rant. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really! But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I ain't taking it slow, you guys know how I talk, I might just be able to figure this out. Ahem. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put Robert Hammond's coat. Or he took Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond because that's how that works. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Read.
Oh. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness.
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again! And then he missed, and then he fired, and then he missed. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. I also see some lag. Just someone looking from the edge of the lake. It appeared that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. And threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff? Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
Get out of here, Larry.
We've seen enough of you, Larry.
Scram.
Oh my goodness.
That
Very
beautiful
well.
man's testimony saved us, though.
While we are waiting for the caretaker, I'd like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth? You heard what the defense had said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve.
Not Christmas.
He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Polly.
I'm the bailiff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
How the
Man,
hell did you
just
find
quit
that out so
checking that.
quick? Yeah, I know. What the heck?
What should I do?
Fire yourself.
Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away!
How fast could he run?
Javon Karma, your witness has disappeared!
Well,
get
Karma's
him.
got that attitude of, and that's my problem. Brad.
Period.
A search warrant has already been issued.
By whom?
Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances.
Yes, you can. You can declare my client not guilty if you want it.
Extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. Request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that bookshop caretaker? His identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Brad does not have to do a lot of lines as one Karma.
Yeah, Brad'll be alright. I slept for about the same amount of time.
Brad, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yay! Nick, you did it!
Yeah, I am amazing. Well, at least we got out of from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else.
It was something alright.
Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sift through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us, that beautiful man. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients, or that things are scripted so they take 3 days.
Hey, Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. I'm the one that made the fishy comment. You could try to smile just a little, relax.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
In case you're curious, no, that ascot does not look good on you.
Jeez, Nick.
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but...
I'll help you get it off your chest. It's really not good, man.
I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had.
Do we know any therapists yet?
I can try
Memory
and
of a
channel one.
Therapy's in Phoenix, right?
A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Dun dun dun!
Dang it.
Dang it.
Cliffhanger.
We ain't done yet.
Yeah, we're not.
Edgeworth, stop trying to get yourself killed.
That just means it's day 3 of investigation. Which, if I remember correctly, it's not a long one.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
Yeah, it's almost like we could have asked him, but instead, we just kind of left it there.
It got awkward after you made comments about his ascot thing.
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Murder?
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't know. I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth.
Who knows? Shrug.
Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never! I mean, maybe.
Nick.
Yeah, how is everyone doing? What do you think about my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Mayor?
Hey, Chad, were you swooning in the aisles?
Of course you were!
Wait,
Is it
Maya has
Swoony?
become Mayo?
Me? Yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Hang on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right?
Dude, you have a girlfriend and I'm a minor.
Right, Nick?
Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Come on! I saved Edgewood in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me, yeah! Bow before your hero! I am God himself!
just leave.
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
He was found guilty.
I'm not gonna do that. Seriously now. That bow shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... let's say edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
No, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me. But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
And then I walk away.
Nick! Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when you first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Sorry, I kind of forgot.
All that emotional build-up for nothing.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside.
Whoa, that's more than you paid me.
That's more than I make.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I had a really nice lunch afterwards.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it.
Thief.
We should all be the.
Just admit you did it.
You can't hide the truth.
We're not gonna
I don't
play
play
you
Nemo
anymore.
anymore.
We shouldn't be allowed in the relay race.
Give back my 50 cents I loaned you.
Oh, okay, keep you later. 50 cents.
Wait, you gave him 50 cents too?
Folly, you could be the teacher.
Okay. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring.
I don't know
at
what's
me
going
like
on with
I'd
that
done
shirt.
it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Our man.
Oh, he shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles? Oh, he yelled.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. We don't need proof.
This one's slurp.
Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is, everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Delicious lag.
Ollie? No.
Yeah, sorry, it was lagging. Very well. I will replace the money myself. Teachers always be doing this. This class trial is over.
Dang it, I really stole the money and now I have to not pin it on this kid.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
He forgore.
I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well... About that, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father.
By the way, Chet says you do a really good young Edgeworth.
Aw, thanks. A famous defense attorney.
Also, Max, you know, but you were complimented on your Maya voice being Mabel from Gravity
Yeah.
Falls.
Yeah, it is adjacent. I can hear it too.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything!
But why? What happened? I mean, That's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you become a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
It's totally not what you think, except it is. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Nick? So, is that why you held me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, Nick!
Nick! He should pay us! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be. Why? If Edgeworth goes to prison, what does that do to us, really?
I'ma be real, the way you were looking down the barrel of that gun.
I only wanted
Maybe
to
you shouldn't
kill
be
Von
holding
Karma.
evidence.
We'd be alive and on the run.
I'm back.
Gun safety. Gun safety.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. What?
I'd settle for who?
Animal.
I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So I just emptied, like, a lot. I kept the parrot!
A parrot in your pocket.
A Polly in your pocket. A Polly Pocket, even.
Bread.
Bread.
Oh, it's. Oh, I got. Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
I have a question. Do you think, like, when he says snapped his tie in half, do you think it's just, like, so stale that it just breaks like a breadstick?
Yes.
Just
He definitely
crumbled
stopped.
away.
Oh, no.
I
No,
think
he
he
just-
flexed so hard that it just tore right down the middle.
Oh,
all
you
the way
think his
down.
neck is that
He
big?
broke the clip on it.
Actually, about breadsticks, I had something to say about that. Like, I found out, like, in some other parts of the world, like, breadsticks aren't like how they look like in the US. So they thought we were talking about, like, a very thin piece of bread for, like, that Olive Garden breadsticks meme.
Mhm.
I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Bread.
I just thought it was amusing.
What? I read that one already.
No. We said
You're
bread.
talking about bread.
I look, that sound gets played in my chat all the time. So you do that, I'm gonna think you're talking to me.
Okay, B.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
You think he'll let us borrow Missile again?
We will not be borrowing Missile again.
Aw.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Womp womp.
It's like, yeah, anyway.
Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Isn't he at the office? I'm pretty sure we just left him there.
Yeah, we just ditched him. Hey, Larry, be sure to lock up.
That old caretaker got away.
You know, it's not surprising we could just leave him. It's not like we have things for him to steal.
You right? What's he gonna do?
No, he might steal
take
all
the
that
potted
evidence
plant?
you left behind.
We didn't leave the
gonna
parrot. He
borrow
can't
it.
eat it. Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I think Slurp gets another character.
Yep.
I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
How many characters am I voicing this time? Oh, hello. What might you be doing here?
I could ask you that.
Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, what does that mean? This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
What does he care? He has nothing to do with it.
That's true, yes. But from what I saw from today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
No, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. And maybe I will offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. Okay, I guess we'll have to go see him.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? Probably not important.
Was he,
Now
was
go
he
wait for
trying to rent a
Salmonella to
boat?
show up.
Oh gosh, not him.
Given that you could go to Mr. Grossberg's law offices, was that scene really necessary?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a tie to go to the law offices, probably.
Nobody's home.
Oh, hello.
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello.
I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
That's what I'm saying. Hello.
At least you left her some crispy rice crackers on the table.
Yeah.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You little larcenist.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Oh,
You were gonna steal it?
but hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure. Just opens it, it's dirty magazines. No!
But also Max going like, "Aw," and it was like, "Wait a minute, you gonna steal?"
You little thief.
She's the one that stole that kid's lunch money.
Okay, Nick.
I don't think she was born yet. I guess there's
I think she'd be like
She's not
one
that
of
much
two or
older than them.
something.
It's exactly $38. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Ah, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters, thank God. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in court today. It's all here in perfect detail. Perfect.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter?
Polly.
And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
The bird written it all.
Yeah.
I want to kill that guy.
Dang!
Hate that
Look,
guy.
I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue.
I did some math earlier, and if they were in 3rd grade when that class trial happened, Maya would have been 1.
She can't steal at 1 years old.
Yes, she could.
Does Polly not have anything to say? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick?
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Was kind of hoping for a cool animal sidekick. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's going to hate me.
Murder plot now details how to get revenge on Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
It's the Blue Badger.
Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet.
Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something about catching him if that's the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck,
Spot
Gumshoe.
on. One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
You're the one who stopped me. You need to go to Grossberg. He's out again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, so maybe the detention center?
So why did he invite them over?
I don't know. I mean, he's fat. We just got there first.
He had to finish his. He got by the park ranger.
Don't be
He's
mean.
the bear.
He
Oh
got
my
caught by the
goodness.
park ranger for going in the woods. He's in trouble.
You look grim as always. Oh, as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Can you imagine
It was
having
trauma
the
for
most
him.
life-altering thing happen to you to change the course of your existence, and the most important people related to that are just like, what?
Yeah, that was a day. I mean,
Oh yeah, that was a Tuesday for me.
They were the ones
I
getting their
guess
finger
that
pointed at
happened.
by everyone. Phoenix was like experienced a traumatic event there, like being accused by all of his classmates and the teacher.
That just goes to show you that you can never know the exact like impact you have on your friends.
It's true.
So
Aw.
always be nice.
That way, when they snap, they don't go for you.
Oh my.
Reminds me of the
Okay.
saying I've heard once. A good friend will bail you out of jail. A true friend will be sitting in there saying, "Damn, we had fun."
That's a terrible thing. Arman, I don't want to be a great friend with you, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Just go to
Kind of
jail
things
by
you guys
yourself.
do it with your
A
friends.
friend besides you to kill 5 homeless men. That's a
Man,
good
y'all
friend,
committing
isn't he?
crimes. Y'all committing crimes, and I can barely get my friends together for D&D.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, it
Well, I mean,
probably
if your
only really
D&D
mattered to me
was
anyway.
fine.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason that Nick became a defense attorney.
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Leaves. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I am sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. A defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack.
Oh no, did everything cut out again?
It
For a
is.
second, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for a bit.
Do I need to repeat this line?
No, it's just lack of evidence. The last word was missing.
Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect.
That man will get no
Doubtful.
respect from me.
I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. And how Grossberg
He
was
is
to
a-
my sister.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent.
It was 40 years. I bet it was more than some.
However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? What you're saying is true. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
A strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding. Hey, do you want to see this
Well, we
ad
have
I
a
found?
name.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth, now only $59.99. Edgeworth, see this letter? Do you see it?
Hmm?
This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge? On me?
Who's that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man, not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get rid of... Oh.
Sorry, it didn't say who
Two
was saying
men.
that.
Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait. Wait. That old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Could he be smarter than the average bear?
Yogi?
A suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago.
Shake!
The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Who wants to play Yogi? Or actually, Gregory for that matter.
Yeah,
I can be Yogi real quick.
Okay,
Should I take Gregory?
sure.
Alright, this is Yogi.
I want to get out. Help!
Get us out!
Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen.
Exclamation mark?
That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yana Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent.
But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right.
Yeah.
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days.
Is it being arrested?
I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed? What? When did we get to the courtroom?
It's a recap, isn't it?
Yeah.
A memory
He's
of
here.
a murder.
Oh, right, it is. Sorry, usually there's a filter.
I think the time has come to tell all.
Oh boy.
For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night.
Every night? No wonder he's so depressed.
I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
That's a lot of sweat.
What kind of dream?
You see, there's a hammer.
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Yogi.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe! You're using up all my air!
What?
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you!
What are you?
Stop breathing my air!
No, father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court, or the bailiffs.
Was it in a plastic bag?
In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father.
This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Just talk to him, Nick.
If only there was someone.
I'll try to summon my sister. She knew.
The parrot.
The parrot does know about DL6.
It's true, actually. We already got that line. Mr. Grossberg.
Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
Do that weirdly. My. Just calm down and tell me what really happened.
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
Sorry. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
Yeah, that's admissible in court.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well...
Ought to consider this. If you quite so he holds a deep grudge against Mr. Miles Edgeworth. In my head, Mr. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to my surmise. That Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Miles just beat a pistol to save his father. Pistol fired, and the deed was done.
I hate when that happens when you throw a gun and it fires in midair.
Also,
hate
gun
when
safety is
evidence.
important.
No,
Gun
it
safety is
hits
so
on
important,
impact.
bro. No. I don't believe it.
Dougie was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth.
Grenade gun. They were in the same elevator.
Pull the trigger out, just like a grenade pin, right?
This was his last chance, of course. The statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
Was a defense attorney without peer. Sounded trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Maya Faye.
That's me.
Maya?
My
Mia.
sister?
Same thing.
Only sometimes.
Gregory Edgeworth is very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
Who would it be? That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him.
Then why is he still there? You know about this.
I mean, he never loses a case. He's such a good lawyer if he never loses a case.
The results? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed.
Dang, Artman, you changed your voice in that time.
It was it's Maya,
It's
or
Mia
it's their
talking.
mom. Yeah, it's
Or,
the
yeah, it's Misty
lady.
talking.
Yeah.
But we know
one who
for a
shot
fact
me
that
was
when
the
you
bailiff.
change, it changes you entirely.
Eh?
Ah, never mind.
Do you want me to say it then?
It's fine. I'm just thinking of how weird this.
I knew what I was about. Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see.
I love that he's saying this with
Like-
a smile on his face. Yep, fraud.
That's a smile?
Yeah, now that I think about it. It seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost.
Gregory F word.
Ah, yes. That famous attorney, F word.
I don't know why everybody swears when they hear my name.
Gregory Edgeworth must have known he shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying that he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his own son?
It's only a possibility, mind you.
Who the heck would lie to protect their child?
If it was my child, I'd throw him underneath the bus, jeez. But a possibility nonetheless. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. When he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended a client not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his client. That one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. He was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough.
You could just tell me.
Wait, I'll tell you now.
Oh, what is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. If only we knew somebody who wanted everything to be perfect. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
I love that.
Yes, Edgeworth sent that letter.
Edgeworth want to get revenge
revenge against
on
me.
Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
I like blaming him on stuff.
Because he sucks.
It's the only option that made sense.
Rude.
Von Karma. Von Karma. But wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. Used to see it all the time in court records.
In tab?
In tab? Press tab.
What? I thought
right
only
here.
my sister knew about pressing tab.
Well, of course, Grossberg could also know about it because he was Maya's mentor.
Oh, of course.
I taught her all the ways. Like you.
The one who killed who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Kara himself.
What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma, the most upstanding man that we know, want to frame Edgeworth?
If it really was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Mars Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. The best point until the court finds Mars Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no!
But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yeah, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent, and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
He also pulled a gun on him.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And then he lost the trial. Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man.
Can
to
anyone
hear him
else
say.
imagine Von Karma's perfect vacation?
He's just sitting there with his arms crossed the entire time, all grumpy
Like,
like.
I'm just imagining him on a beach chair. It's just like, yes, my drink needs exactly 3 ice cubes, melted to the perfect state per sip.
Okay, Q, get out of my head. I was just imagining that ice cream scenario.
And then at 3 o'clock on the dot, I will move to the other side to keep the sun from getting in my eyes.
Also, each sip I need to turn the martini glass exactly 5 degrees to get the perfect amount of salt for the sip. And I must have it in a proper amount so that each sip is perfect. Grossberg?
That was the first.
He already
and the
read
last...
that.
No, I haven't read this.
Sorry.
That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of his prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations?
Nope,
no
one
wonder
is
he
good.
looks so old.
Workaholic.
Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
Where do you think he's from, Maya?
Japanifornia. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that's the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect
He was
record,
crying
shouldn't
for
have
days.
Why would he take such a long vacation?
Man, I'm putting a lot of emphasis on this vacation.
I know, right?
Luna brings
What
up
do
a
we
good
do,
point.
Nick?
Yeah, we
Another
know
thing
it's
of-
not
Another thing of Von
I don't
Conver's
get-
perfect vacation, binge watching Judge Judy.
I don't even get paid enough to take a vacation.
You just started working here. You get 1 day.
But Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
Okay, genuine question.
He was a child.
Anyone cares? Like, I know this
Yeah,
is
but-
actually going to come up, but the fact is, a case from 15 years ago shouldn't have much to do with this one at all. It's like, literally being accused for murder. It's just like, yes, but did you know that 20 years ago he stole a pack of gum? Dang, he's got it. He's guilty.
He was
For the
9.
It's the reason for
And it was
murder.
probably manslaughter at
You know,
He
worst.
did kill his dad, though.
Something else that comes to
Manslaughter,
mind, though. So something else that comes to mind for me, though, is why would Yana Yogi commit murder before the statute of limitations is over and nobody cares about the case anymore?
Because this was written in the letter.
Somebody
Yeah.
told him to. It was the bird.
That
It was the
actually
bird.
does come up. Watch.
Had to have been the bird.
The bird is Von Karma.
Oh my god. I won't let him!
Yes, Mr. Wright. I can say this. But even accidental murder is murder, you know?
No,
Not manslaughter,
no,
that
it's
doesn't
not.
exist.
I
It's
know
not,
that.
It's not. I don't, no.
I
don't.
just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. Do you need me to tackle him? His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright. You say so, I suppose I can go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand.
I'm very good at slim things, as you can see.
Police materials, Okay, I know we're running a bit late, but I'm pretty sure that the police materials area is the last part before, like, we go to trial.
We're fine. Or at least I'm fine.
I'm good.
Okay.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
Oh, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. That's fast. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Anyone else imagining Gumshoe outside literally punching the street?
That's what I thought.
I see him just like
Get out
booking
of my
it.
head.
I'm seeing him booking it, just running so freaking fast. And it's like, are you even looking at anything, bud? Can you even see?
Arms out
Yeah.
to his side like Mario.
Yeah, I don't think he's punching the ground.
It
That
said
doesn't
pounding
like
the
him.
pavement. Maya?
I read this.
Oh.
I read this.
Yeah, she did.
Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Kammer is in there now anyway. Oh no.
I don't trust that guy.
Anyone.
You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes. He just arrived, actually.
Von Karma's in the records room!
Nope.
I can merge Von Karma's in the room.
Yeah, he's in the room with us.
The room where it happened.
Bust up the Ouija board.
Nick, let's hurry.
Just don't run into him. We don't want to see him.
Dusty as always.
We were here only just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. Oh, whoops. Okay. Nothing.
It's still stuttering a little bit.
Oh, it's stuttering so bad I can't even see anything.
Okay. Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma.
He's hiding.
He's crawled in one of the cabinets.
He's in the soap
cabinet
cabinet.
there. Go.
Just to open it. You start to open. Objection!
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently. Oh no.
The label says unsolved cases evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick! Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What? Bread.
Bad.
Brad.
Oh, what are you doing in here? Wow, he was here.
Oh god, front view, Von Karma!
Ew!
When
Front-facing
Maya said
Von
something
Karma
was
isn't real.
dusty.
He can't hurt you. Front-facing Von Karma.
When Maya said it was dusty earlier, this is what she was talking about. Von Karma.
You. How do you know my name?
Maybe you should be in the old folks' home. Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? I threatened to kill you. We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. Are their little hangers-on. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
He needs a therapist.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
And what does that make you?
First rate, perfect, everything.
Yeah.
Mr. Von
Perfect.
Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end.
Is it hanging up for you?
Sorry, it's
Okay.
Yeah, the music's also really throwing me off because it's going crazy. Alright. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Do you guys know what would be the absolute stupidest thing for me to present to him right now?
Gee, I don't
never
know. Maybe
learn.
something with his handwriting.
Easily ripped out.
Will you never learn your lesson?
Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this!
3 times
He's
in a
gonna
row,
kill
Phoenix.
him.
Just strangled to death.
There's evidence right there. Like, he could just grab a gun.
This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney.
I'm not a defense attorney.
Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick, what is that thing?
A stun
A
gun.
taser?
For self-defense, usually.
Put that back, people.
Indeed.
He needs to stop his purse from getting stolen when he's on the street.
600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually.
Usually?
Now, give me the letter.
I just have to bring up, Chad is absolutely correct. It sure would be nice if any of the cops in the next room would come in right now.
AU where he pulls out a life alert instead.
No!
He's also old. Could he catch up to them if they ran, but also they're trapped?
What are you?
Maya tackled him.
Did you just tackle him?
Yep.
Oh, is this gonna help?
Maya?
Out of my way!
Just both
he
of them
got
in the
us.
Family Guy death pose.
The letter's gone, of course. If only I didn't just wave it in front of him. And he took all the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya
So what
jumped
happens
first.
if you don't?
What's up, Polly?
What happens if you don't show it to him?
No, you don't proceed with the game.
Then nothing happens.
That was
Like
mandatory.
you have
That was
to.
mandatory,
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Just like
so
showing
dumb.
red, white. The
Phoenix
the
Wright's
thing earlier,
canonically
like-
that dumb.
yeah.
Maya, is she okay?
Good
Zero
job,
brain
Phoenix.
cells.
Round of applause.
Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya!
The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him.
He had a taser.
I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless.
Girl, you jumped from a taser.
I just want to point out that both of them screamed and no cops decided to check out what the noise was. I mean, it's not like they were quiet.
Shoot, just Von Karma idling that taser should have produced a crackle loud enough to be conspicuous.
Yeah, I know.
It's not that loud. I can imagine if it's like several hallways over.
Yeah, but like Maya literally yelled no and jumped at it.
Oh yeah, no, Brad, you're correct. I'm just saying the crackling. I don't think people could hear. But here's the thing: there was the crackling that someone close could have heard, a thump from them falling. I mean, did they not hit anything on the way down? And by the way, just to clarify, security cameras were still very new when this game came out.
Okay, but like the Blue Badger could have come and helped us, right?
No,
like at least he should have come.
That's what I'm saying. In fact,
I'm no good as a lawyer.
The next case is actually the first one that like uses video cameras.
Yippee! Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I had woken up at all. Maya, babe, no.
You tried to tackle a man with a again, I don't think it's your fault, Maya. What did you want to happen?
Man, if she had succeeded though, she might have broken his hip.
Yeah.
Either way, she was hella brave.
Yeah. Maya! Grr! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first.
Man, you really know how to take some lightning.
I know, right? Maya, she's holding something. What was that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him.
Dun dun.
They just have had the bullet this whole time?
No, Von Karma did.
Oh.
No, she's talking about it was in evidence.
It was in evidence.
Yeah, remember, Von Karma was rifling through the evidence to take it all.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is they've had the bullet this whole time. They could have
15
done whatever
years.
Phoenix Wright is about to do.
Yeah. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Phoenix walks out of the room dramatically, leaving Maya on the floor face down.
Just crying. Like, still thinking that she's useless.
I think she's passed out.
Couldn't even take on an old man.
All right, but I think this is a good stopping point.
Yay.
Next time, we might be wrapping up episode 4.
Maybe starting
this
episode
is a long
5.
one.
I don't know about that. Also, episode 5 is going to be a long one.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, for those of you on YouTube, thank you all for watching. This has been your host, Kazaraspel, as well as all the Tricksters of the Trade here. Hoping you had a good time. Hoping to see you in the next video or live stream. And signing out.
Yippee!